Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie, I've been meaning to hit this place up forever. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? Well, it happens to be my Ayatoya shirt. It's Ayatoya. And if you're unfamiliar with Ayatoya is a electronic industrial rock kind of metal-ish act. It's literally a one-woman act. She is a multi-instrumentalist, super badass. I was fortunate enough, I got to see her perform a few months ago at the time that I'm doing it. Well, several months ago now. She was on tour with a band that I was there to see, and I'd never heard of her before. And it turns out she's actually from Chicago. That's her home base. And I was blown away. I thought her set was fucking awesome. I love sort of industrial and electronic type music and stuff. And then just the fact that, she's up there doing it all by herself, again, performing with different instruments, and then she's got a projector set up and all this cool programming stuff. I thought it was badass. So much so I actually got a few videos of her set. They're on the channel as well, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as her music goes, because I think she's incredible. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why have I been trying or wanting to try this place out forever? So, this is a local spot that I have been passing by for at least a decade, if not more. And I would always see it, and it'd always be like, okay, cool, to kind of keep it in my head. But the problem was that every time it would be in my head, I'd be going in the opposite direction to make the turn and do the thing. But today, I'm going out to visit a friend, and I'm headed in that direction. I was like, yes, okay, today I'm making this happen, damn it. So, what is it? Where is it from? It's this, and it's from a place called Nay Restaurant, which, as far as I can tell, seems to specialize in Middle Eastern style food. And yeah, so what did I get from them? It's boom! But what is this? This is their Arabian beef shawarma meal. Ooh, now I love me some shawarma. I've reviewed some shawarma. But I've never had Arabian beef shawarma, and I also got a metric ton of fries too, so cool. Let's get a thing for the thing here. It looks like that. And we'll do a ha 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 ha. And I guess it's these little bite things. So, okay. Let's try these out. And we've also got some sauces too, so I am going to review those, but let's just try one just by itself. I love beef shawarma. Oh my god. Damn it, Past Brandon. Why do you take so long to get to these places? That is some delicious shawarma. It's tender, with just a little bit of bite, super savory, and it almost has a little bit of a mild sourness to it, but not in a bad way, not like it's off or anything like that. But just the way that it's seasoned, there's a tail end, almost kind of like the way a sourness and something citrusy kind of works out. It just has this tail end of something, and it's really nice because it goes over there. Not only does it sort of contrast with the rest of the flavors, and if you know me, you know I like contrasting flavors. But on top of that, it gives a little bit more liveliness, it would be really good just regardless. But it takes it from being, just a nice beef shawarma, and it's definitely not like any beef shawarma that I've had. And now, mind you, I'm not an expert on beef shawarma, but I've had from a couple places. But that is exceptional. That is really good. Wow, that's good. I mean, I figured it'd probably be good. You figure it's gonna be good, but and yeah, it looks like. I mean, I guess it's like just wrapped in like a little bit of pita or something to that effect, and then a little bit of veg in there. So it's kind of like little mini beef shawarma pita bread bites. That's cool. All right. Well, we've also got some sauces. This one is red. Ooh, that is very fragrant. Try just a little bit on my finger. Oh! Oh, yeah! That's got some oomph to it. Whoo! That is a proper peppery kick. I almost wonder if there's maybe some ghost pepper in this. But you know what, now that I think, because it kind of reminds me of a similar flavor profile, but at the same time, ghost pepper tends to be a little bit more of a building heat, whereas this, okay, let's apply. Oh, it's a good sauce. Oh, damn. That is just so punchy in like the best kind of way. And it doesn't taste quite like any hot sauce that I've had before. It's similar, to be sure, but it's also bringing its own elements to it. Man, that's got some good flavor on it. That's really tasty. Now, the only thing is, I don't know that I would use it with the shawarma. Just because the shawarma itself is so tasty that this is such a heavy sauce, it kind of takes over it. But it is a very nice sauce. And like, if I had to wager, I would say that this was probably made fresh. Like, you actually see the seeds and stuff in there. So that's a good sauce. But there's also another sauce, too. And being a doofy white guy from the suburbs, as much as I love trying out new foods, I never know what to do with all of the sauces, so I just try them out on things and hope for the best. Ooh. Is this maybe like a... Ooh. I wonder if that's like a... maybe like a hummus type sauce? Maybe. I was wondering if maybe it was like almost like a tahini sauce or something, like something yogurt based. But I don't think so. Reminds me most of like a hummus. I don't know if it is a hummus. I'm guessing it's more like a sauce. I apologize if I am doing something that is culturally stupid and inappropriate. Because I don't know exactly what to do with this. We're going to do this. Actually, again, I apologize if I'm doing things wrong, if I'm just an idiot. Fair dues. But I actually like this better with this than this with the hot sauce. Because with this, again, it has kind of a hummusy taste anyway, so there's a little bit of like kind of a mild sourness to this. And it kind of just plays into, the flavors already at play in the shawarma. That's really tasty. Oh. It was a good time, man. I'm glad I stopped here. Alright. And we also have fries, which I imagine are fries, but for shits and giggles, we'll tag it in the review. French fry. It's a good French fry. It's nice and crispy on the outside, nice and soft on the inside. Seems to be seasoned well. I wouldn't call them a standout French fry or anything like that, but I will give them credit. Those are definitely better than most kind of throwaway French fries that a lot of places do when they include in a meal. These actually have some good flavor to them. Like, they were definitely, like, prepared properly. Those are nice. I mean, I don't know how Arabian they are and how it goes with the rest of the dish, but, I mean, they taste good, so this is cool. All right. Well, 2 questions I have to be asked. Would I get this again? Would I recommend it? Yes and yes. Absolutely I would. This is really good, man. And again, like, I was hoping for the best. I always hope for the best. But, like, I've never been there before, so I don't know. It's always a roll of the dice, and sometimes you come out win, you get that 20, sometimes you roll a 1. This is definitely freaking 20, man. That shawarma, first of all, I love the idea of cool little shawarma pita bites or whatever you want to call them. Like, I think that's super neat anyway. Those need to be way more commonplace. But that shawarma is so good. Like, it might be the best shawarma that I've had. If it's not, it is certainly as good as the best that I've ever had. And it has its own flavor profile that I've not personally experienced before. It's tender, it's delicious, it's super tasty. So much so, and if you watch my channel, you might know what's coming. I'm calling this the business. And folks, if you don't know what that means, when I refer to something as being the business, that means that it's like basically a perfect item, Like, you could maybe tweak it a little bit here, there, whatever, but like fundamentally, it's just an extremely structurally sound item. You don't need to do anything to it. And I love this. I love the form factor. I love the flavors at play. I love, hell, even the fries are good, I like the sauces that I got, even if one of them might just be a hummus. I apologize. That's super tasty, man. That's a good time. And if I'm recommending it, I 100% am. Again, it's a little bit inconveniently placed because it's kind of like in just like this weird little sort of outcropping, like, strip mall in the middle of nothing. But it's worth it. And I think that, I mean, granted, this is my one experience with it, so, but based off this one experience, that alone says a lot to me. They clearly put a lot of care and pride into what they do. And I would say if you happen to live in the area, you should absolutely check this place out. Because I would, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm just a, again, doofy idiot from the suburbs, I would kind of call this place a hidden gem. Like, because if that's what they're serving up, they know what they're doing. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there, have yourselves a truly Arabian-tastic rest of your life. Because, yes, I guess. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, this ties back to something that I have said countless times, and I will certainly say countless times more throughout the course of these reviews. Always support your local scene. Don't be afraid to explore. Don't be afraid to try different types of cuisine. And I'm not trying to push you, I'm not trying to judge you. If you don't want to get into stuff, that's fine. Go with what works for you. But I wholeheartedly, part of the reason why I do this show is so that I can, share my experiences and hopefully open up some ideas for you fine folks. So, anyway.